Good morning to everyone. I am Dr. K. Vijay Kumar, Associate Professor, Public Administration, Government City College, Hyderabad. Today, we are discussing the theory of motivation by Abraham Maslow. The theory of motivation by Abraham Maslow. In this topic, these are the main subtopics. These are the first one, objectives of the theory, then introduction, then life and work, then theory of hierarchy of needs, then the basic needs, some important characteristics, then conclusion. Then the objectives of the theory of motivation. First one, to understand the theory of motivation, then describe the hierarchy of needs, then identify the basic characteristics of human needs. The Abraham Maslow explains the theory of motivation after going through his studies. We identified these objectives in the theory of motivation, that is, understand the theory of motivation, describe the hierarchy of needs, and identify the basic characteristics of human needs. Then, introduction. Need of hierarchy theory was developed by Abraham Maslow as part of his theory of explaining human motivation. He tried to understand human behavior through psychologists. His clinical experiences as a psychologist enabled him to develop his 5-level theory of need of hierarchy. Human behavior is a reflection of their conscious and unconscious goals. Then analyzing human behavior through human needs and motives is a new path in social psychology. His theory is not synonymous with behavioral theory. The motivations are only one class of determinants of behavior. People have variety of needs. At a given time, those needs may be hunger, thirst, sleep, etc. People have variety of needs at a given time. Those needs may be hunger, thirst, and sleep, etc. The need hierarchy theory was developed by the Abraham Maslow. as a part of his theory of explaining human motivation. Maslow's interest and research in understanding human behavior was the result of his early career as a psychologist. Basically, is also as a psychologist. He tried to understand human behavior through psychologists. He tried to understand what is the behavior of human beings. His clinical experiences as a psychologist, enabled him to develop his 5-level theory of need of hierarchy based on his studies. Maslow started writing a book during 1930s, and it was intended to be a systematic psychology of the older type. Maslow published his studies at periodic interval during 1940s and 1950s. Maslow writings generated interest among other clinical and personality psychologists, but managers and administrators began to read Maslow's ideas after McGregor popularized them. Human behavior is a reflection of their conscious and unconscious goals. It can be analyzed from their actions and the motives behind them. These assumptions about human motivation have been similar since the days of Sigmund Freud. Analyzing human behavior through human needs and motives is a new path in social psychology. Among the many contributions to the motivation theory, Maslow's contribution in the form of his need hierarchy is phenomenal in organization research. It provides the framework to study and analyze human motivation. As Maslow's theory is not synonymous with behavioral theory, the motivations are only one class of determinants of behavior, while behavior is almost motivated. Generally, behavior is almost motivated. It is also always biologically, culturally, and situationally determined as well. Maslow's contribution to motivation theory lies in his simple and straightforward analysis of human motivation by taking human needs as the basis of human behavior. Maslow felt that most theories of motivation were limited because they mainly focused on psychological needs and they omitted other important needs relating to personal growth. He addressed these aspects in his theory, that is motivation theory. He focused on only physiological needs and they omitted other important needs relating to the personal growth. As already noted, people have a variety of needs at a given time. Those needs Maybe hunger, thirst, sleep, etc. The need with the highest strength will determine what they could do or how they would behave. It is necessary to know that needs are commonly most important to people in order that attempts may be made to satisfy those needs and motive people to act. Such an attempt would help us to understand the past behavior and also to predict to change and even to control future behavior. Analyzing human behavior through human needs and motives is a new path in social psychology. This theory is not a synonymous with behavioral theory. The motivation are only one class of determinants of behavior. Then life and work. Life and work. Abraham Maslow was born in 1903. He expired in 1917. He was born in 1908 in Brooklyn in USA. Basically, he was a sociologist. He known for his conceptualization of hierarchy of human needs. Conceptualization of hierarchy of human needs, and he considered father of humanistic psychologists, and he considered father of humanistic psychologist. He was professor and chair of the psychology at Brandeis University in USA. He wrote extensively on psychology. His works are Motivation and Personality. It was published in 1954, and other one is A Theory of Human Motivation in 1943. Then Religion, Values and Peak Experiences. It is another one. These are the most important works of motivation of Abraham Maslow. Abraham Maslow was born in 1908 in Brooklyn, USA, was an American sociologist and is known for his conceptualization of bureaucracy of human needs and considered father of humanistic psychology. Between 1937 and 1951, Maslow was on the faculty of Brooklyn College, and from 1951 to 1969 was professor and chair of the psychology department at Brandeis University, and then became Roosevelt Fellow at the Loughlin Institute in California. He wrote extensively on psychology that emerged in 1950s and 1960s. which was later referred as the third force. He compiled his early publications and brought out his popular book, that is Motivation and Personality, in 1954. His important publications include A Theory of Women Motivation in 1943, then Religion, Values and Peak Experiences 1965, then Ipsy Chain Management 1965. These are the main works of him in related to motivation theory of Abraham Maslow. Then theory of hierarchy of needs. Theory of hierarchy of needs. For every human being, there are some different types of needs. That's why the theory of hierarchy of needs are applicable for their needs. These are the first one, physiological needs. Every human being, it is a compulsory need, that is physiologically need, that is food. Number one, food. It is compulsory to every human being. Then after, clothing. It is also compulsory for every human being, clothing. And then shelter. These are the physical needs. For every human being, these needs are compulsory: food, clothing, shelter. These are the physiological needs. Then after, safety or security needs. Safety or security needs. Example, freedom from fear. Every human being wants freedom from fear, and also disease and danger. These are the safety or security needs. Then social affiliation needs. Social affiliation needs. Example, association with others and interpersonal relations. Association, every human being associated with others, human beings, associations, organizations, whatever it may be. Then interpersonal relations also. These are social needs or social affiliation needs. Then esteem or recognition needs. Esteem or recognition needs. Example, self-esteem and respect and recognition from others. After fulfill up the physiological needs, safety needs and social needs, then they want esteem needs, recognition needs, self-esteem, respect. They want respect from others, then recognition from others as well as recognition for others. Then after, self-actualization needs. Self-actualization needs. Example, increased responsibility. Then challenging work growth and development. After fulfill of physiological needs, safety needs, social needs, esteem needs, then after they want self-actualization needs, increased responsibility, some certain stage. After reaching the some certain stage, every human being has some more and more responsibilities. Example, to give the education to their children and perform their children's marriage, build for own houses, etc., etc. There are so many responsibilities are increased in the self actualization needs. Then challenge work growth. It is the challenge work for them. Then after they will become development. So these are included in the self actualization needs. This is theory of hierarchy of needs. Abraham Maslow has developed a theory to explain the strength of a certain needs of individuals. According to him, there seems to be a hierarchy in which human needs arrange themselves. This theory of Maslow is called theory of hierarchy of needs. Maslow identified these type of needs. These are physiological needs, safety needs, security needs, safety or security or social affiliations, and esteem, recognition, and self-actualization needs. According to Maslow, human brains try first to satisfy their physiological needs. First to satisfy their physiological needs, then proceed to strive for the fulfillment of other needs, such as safety, social, esteem, and self-actualization needs. In that hierarchical order, he says that one satisfied need gives place to another, and that it goes on like that. Physiological needs tend to have the highest strength until they are somewhat satisfied because they are basic human needs. Once they are gratified, the safety or security needs become predominant. This shows concern for future. One physiological and safety needs are fairly satisfied social or affiliation needs will emerge as dominant in the need of structure. Then the individuals feel the need for gaining esteem. Once the esteem need beings to be adequately satisfied, the self-actualization needs become dominant. Maslow felt that this was a typical pattern of needs that would operate most of time. Therefore, Maslow theory of hierarchy of needs is useful in predicting behavior on high or low probability basis. This is the theory of hierarchy of needs. Theory of hierarchy of needs. That is physiologically needs. Example, food, clothing, shelter. Then safety and security needs, that is example freedom from fear and disease and danger. Freedom from fear as well as freedom from disease as well as freedom from danger. That is security or safety needs. The self-affiliation needs. Example, association with others and interpersonal relations. Then esteem needs, recognition needs, recognition needs. Then self-esteem respect, esteem recognition needs. Example, self-esteem or respect and recognition from others. Then self-actualization needs. Example, increased responsibility, then challenging work growth and development. Maslow arranges the human needs in hierarchy as here under. Human needs, the hierarchical order. Same, that is physiological needs. Physiological needs. Example, food, clothing and shelter. Then safety or security needs. Same, that is freedom from fear and danger and disease. Then social needs. Social needs, that is association with others. Association with others. Example, within the people or within the organization, within the family, within the society, etc. etc. That is common for in every human being. Association with others. Then interpersonal relations. Every human being maintain the interpersonal relations. That is also main for the social in the social needs. Then esteem needs. Esteem needs. Same esteem needs are self-esteem, self-esteem, and recognition from others. And sometimes after the fulfillment of social needs, so safety needs, so physiological needs, they will become they want recognition from others. I am so and so. They want recognition from others, and also they want respect from others, from society, etc. etc. That is esteem needs. Then self-actualization needs. Self-actualization needs. Example, same, increased responsibility. Increased responsibility at the last stage. The more and more responsibilities are increased. different responsibilities. At the it is the top level need increased responsibilities. Hmm? Different uh, needs to build the own house, to good education to his children, and they performing their marriages. uh, these are the responsibilities to take care of their parents. These responsibilities are increased at the some stage. Then challenging work also. Challenging work also, it is a self actualization need. Then growth and development. Growth and development is also self actualization need. Same, he felt that this was a typical typical pattern of needs that would operate most of time. He felt that this was a typical pattern of needs that would operate most of time. His theory of hierarchy of needs is useful in predicting behavior on high or low probability basis. According to him, means according to Maslow, human beings try first to satisfy their physiological needs. Physiological needs. Then after they want safety needs. Then after they want social needs. Then after they want esteem needs. Then after they needs self actualization needs. So Ibrahim Maslow felt that this was a typical pattern of needs that would operate most of time. His theory of hierarchy of needs is useful in predicting behavior on high or low probability basis. The basic needs according to him. Why? Because he is a basically sociologist. Abraham Maslow, basically he was a sociologist. For every human being, there are some basic needs. The basic needs, human and their hierarchical order. For every human being, these are the basic needs. That is food, clothing, shelter. Food, clothing, shelter. Roti, kapda, aur makan. This is compulsory for every human being. This is the basic needs of this theory of human and their hierarchical order. First, every human being, they want food. Every human being, they want food. That is basic need. Without food, we can't live. Also, then after, immediately the next need is clothing. Next need is immediately after food, then they want clothing. Every human being also, it is also an compulsory and basic need. Then after they want immediately shelter. It is an hierarchical order of human needs. These are the basic needs of human hierarchical human needs hierarchical order: food, clothing, shelter. Then some important characteristics some important characteristics of motivation theory. The hierarchy is not as rigid as it is implied theoretically, and there no fixity in the hierarchy of needs. There is scope for deviation. Some people have a strong preference for self-esteem, then to a social need. A person may sacrifice a lower order need for a certain period of time to satisfy his higher need, and vice versa. The hierarchy of needs are not watertight components. Satisfaction is a relative term. Abraham Maslow, after discussing in detail the basic needs of humans and their hierarchical orders, discussions a few characteristics of the basic needs. Firstly, the hierarchy is not a rigid as it is implied theoretically, and there is no fixity in the hierarchy of needs. There is scope for deviation. For example, some people have a strong preference for self-esteem than to social needs. This is a deviation from the hierarchy of need, but such behavior is due to the notion that a self-confident person attracts love and affection. Presumably, people who lack love and affiliation try to seek it by putting a brave face. Some people may have a very low level of aspiration. Among such people, the less proponent goals may disappear forever, and they get satisfied with very low level of need fulfillment. Psychopathic personalities, for example, suffer permanent loss of low needs. When a need has been satisfied for a long time, it loses its power to influence a person. People who never experienced as to what anger is consider food as an important thing. Again, a person may sacrifice a lower order need for a certain period of time to satisfy his higher need, and vice versa. And secondly, the hierarchy of needs are not watertight components. Satisfaction is a relative term. Emergence of particular need after satisfaction of a lower order need is not sudden but a gradual phenomenon. Thirdly, in an average person, need areas are more often unconscious than conscious. Fourthly, the basic human needs and desires are the same irrespective of the societies and cultures they live in. Fifthly, human behavior is multi motivated and as such it is not influenced by a single variable like a need. All behaviors cannot be determined by the basic needs. And finally, satisfied need is not a motivator. An average person need areas are more often unconscious than conscious. The basic human needs and desires are the same irrespective of the societies and culture they live in. Human behavior is multi-motivated and such it is not influenced by a single variable like a need. A satisfied need is not a motivator. Then conclusion. Maslow was a pioneer and was an inspirational figure in the movement to develop personality theories. He was a pioneer, an inspirational figure in the movement to develop personality theories. He inaugurated a fourth force in psychology. He inaugurated a fourth force in psychology. Then his contribution is a landmark in social psychology research. E need hierarchy is accepted widely. His need of hierarchy is accepted widely. He identified particular hierarchy as representative of the total set of humans. Most of the people with whom we have worked have seemed to have these basic needs in about the order that been indicated. Despite criticism, Maslow's contribution to motivation theory is phenomenal. His theories lead to further researches in the areas of motivation. His theory is useful, as Dunham points out to assess the need of levels of employees and to identify suitable types of rewards and opportunities to improve organizational effectiveness. Maslow himself noted that we have spoken so far as if this hierarchy was a fixed order, but actually it is not nearly as rigid as we may have implied. It is true that most of the people with whom we have worked have seemed to have these basic needs in about the order that have been indicated. However, there have been a number of exemptions. However, there have been a number of exceptions on this theory. There are Other apparently innately creative people in whom the drive to creativeness seems to be more important than in any other counter determinant. So anyhow, he was the pioneer and was an inspirational figure in the movement of development of personality theories. That's why they treated as the father of humanistic psychologist. Humanistic psychologist. Thank you. Anna. Hmm.